That's tight.
And then for like I was talking to Dregs, and then he want to come back and do a performance. And then I don't know if you guys would be interested in that too.
Yeah, we'd be down with some more.
Yeah, yep. And then we're talking about something about this camera not on. Something about you know how the performers get paid now.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, to do the online stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe we could like work something out to where we set up. I don't know, some site where you know the show gets put on and
Yeah.
you guys could get.
I'd be down to do like a fundraiser for like, you know, somebody's family, like Sharma the Rosa family or something like that, you know what I mean? Yeah, that'd be dope. Mm-hmm.
There's just this red one on the top.
Oh yeah, I know now. Don't worry about it. I got you. Just remind me though.
Oh yeah. Is that loud?
Pick up Jimmy.
Yeah, man, you gotta get that thing. Yeah, it's loud.
Ah, shit. You still got to do the interview with the Six, right? This cool spot to
Figure that out after.
yeah, we'll figure it out. He's on the way though. So should we just kind of just engage with you, or should we talk?
Everybody talk.
No, but I'm talking about like as far as like the camera
cameras?
angling.
Oh, nah.
Do the camera just
Cameras everywhere. So
Yeah.
it's a wide shot that's got everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm
oh, that's
saying.
dope.
Yeah.
So don't even trip. You feel me? Like that's the shot we're on now.
Nice.
And everybody.
Oh, that's sick.
That's dope.
And then I'm gonna put y'all in the picture. Put y'all in the picture. So don't even trip on that.
Okay.
Really fun.
Dope.
Yeah. So look though, right? Look, man, it's California's Dreaming. California Dreaming Live, man. I'm What's Up with E. We got quite a few people in the room tonight. I could turn this the speaker off. I don't think we need this speaker on. Oh yeah, okay. We're just gonna leave that in there too.
Yeah.
So look, man, it's California's Dreaming. California Dreaming. Stay dangerous on YouTube. I want to thank everybody that's come on the show. Thank everybody that's coming on the show. Couldn't do the show without the artists. Big ups to Mike, Neighborhood Visions Films, right? You check them out on Instagram, and then it's Chris K. Then we got a couple people that sponsor the show. Hostile Takeover, Penal Code 211, the clothing. If Mike got that on right now, and then we got this Grind Team Productions. These towels up here, Grind Team Productions on Instagram. Y'all go check them out. They got some shirts and all of that stuff. But what's up, man? We got Monk. We got a few other people. Everybody go ahead and introduce themselves. I don't want to mess up nobody's name.
Yeah, so we go by the Watershed, you know what I'm saying, as a collective, you know what I mean? And it consists of myself, Monk HTS.
I'm Professor Gable.
I go by Equipto.
It'll pick up.
Okay. Yeah, y'all.
Yeah.
Come on.
Nah, you good emo, man.
My name is Baghead.
I'm MC Pause.
Okay. And then
And we got Brycon too, but he ain't here right now.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So explain what it is.
So we're a collective of MCs, man. We're all, first and foremost, you know, we're all respectively just individual solo artists, but we've all came together to kind of like through what was it, the
Mario Woods Coalition.
yeah, exactly. It was the Mario Woods Coalition. We came through that, you know what I'm saying? We all connected through there, and
Yeah, and then E came up with the idea of kind of coming together under the idea of the Watershed. Like, it wasn't really going to be a rap group right away, you know what I mean? It was just kind of like meet under the same kind of, you know, consciousness or whatever. But then we kind of just started making hella songs.
Yeah.
And then when like how long ago was that?
5 years. 5 years.
About
5 years.
Like 2015.
Yeah. We got another album out too called The Watershed. Equipped on Bright Conference The Watershed. We dropped like 5 years ago.
Yep. And we're about to drop this.
2 years ago. I don't know.
2 years ago. But yeah, we got this upcoming project though. You know what I'm saying? That we're about to drop. We have 2 singles that we just released. One with the homie Dirty Sanchez.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Pro Era. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Joey Badass and crew, they kind of started with the Pro Era camp or whatever, you know what I mean?
That's Ghost Rider. Monk produced it.
Yeah, myself and Brightcon. And then we got a new single that we just dropped, which is called Been Here Before.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Those produced by the homie Baghead, you know what I'm saying? So that's actually, that's out right now. We got the video coming out as well. By the time this airs, the video should be out, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, we're excited for this new album, man. It's called Don't Forget You're Welcome. You know what I mean? And I guess we might as well say the release date. It's dropping January 1st.
Okay.
New Year's Day.
Bring it in.
You know what I mean?
So you guys got something set up, like some type of promo plan?
Yeah, we've been just doing heavy content, man. Just heavy with the content.
That's where all those pictures are. Oh, okay,
exactly.
Okay, now I get it.
Yeah,
Okay,
heavy content.
all the pictures and
yeah.
it's been here before.
Exactly,
Okay.
video content. You know, just imagery. You know what I mean? Right now, a lot. Our main thing is shows. You know what I'm saying? And right now we can't do shows, so it's like, all right, let's just kind of like do heavy saturation with the content. You know what I mean? Just imagery and just dope shit like that. So
Yeah, show. So that's what I'm saying, man. We gotta do a show here.
yeah. Yes.
And then like it dropping on New Year's Eve. Like, how has COVID like interrupted everything?
Like immensely, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I said, man. We're used to performing, dude. Like,
We be on tour. Right
He
now.
was on tour when COVID hit.
Yeah.
Like we'd be on tour, you know, like Shed would be on tour. We'd be doing some things, at least, you know, locally, Santa Rosa, San Jose, and it's just like, it's even closed things off to that point. So it's like, god damn, but it's affected us on that level, I think. But also we've gotten a lot closer in a sense, you know, got to be more personal and learn each other more and learn ourselves more, I think, too. Everybody got more of a presence of mind when kind of quarantine and all the shutdown happened. So I think as a collective, creatively, you know, it worked out for us. I mean, a lot of tragedy, of course, and things are happening, but creatively we got to get together through the COVID. But, you know, as artists, independent artists, it's definitely affecting the pocket, you know.
Yeah.
Like we're trying to find new wiggles and things like that.
Yep, I think I was telling somebody that if you're, I mean, what they consider a mainstream artist, like, you're not making no money either.
Right.
Like, I mean, at the beginning when everybody first started doing like the online stuff, maybe people were like buying into that, but now, like, I don't think anybody's performing too much of anywhere consistently.
Yeah, exactly. There's open states, I guess, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a couple.
Like the
but you
middle
just
of the
gotta
country.
drop music and it's gotta stream a lot, and that's how you make money in a pandemic.
So what about the working with new artists? Like, have people still like been reaching out to you guys during the pandemic, maybe to get some production, some music?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I do a lot of production for people on the sideline and outside of our group and shit. So definitely, man.
And then how does it go? So what parts do everyone play in the Watershed?
I'm MC / producer.
I'm an MC. Please, an MC.
I just make beats.
I'm an MC.
Yeah, it's like 4 MCs and 2 producers.
3
Icon's a
month.
producer.
Oh yeah, Monk's a producer too. Yeah,
Yeah.
1 / MC.
Yeah,
producer.
4 MCs, 3 producers, 1 hybrid.
So Monk, you still doing like some mixing and studio engineer?
Mainly on projects projects I'm producing. So like if I'm I don't like I used to do engineering work like working with other people, but now I'm just like focusing on the stuff I'm producing. So I like a lot of the Watershed. We've been working the past couple years on that, and then also the San Quentin project I have as well. So we're promoting a bunch of singles off of that joint. It's called I Want to Smell My Roses.
Okay.
And I'm
Okay.
producing it entirely. So yeah, so aside from that, yeah, definitely, man. I've been heavy recording just like a lot of the artists that I'm producing for. You know what I mean?
And then
Baghead produces a lot as
yeah,
well.
yeah, he yeah. So how I heard of Backhead was through JD Money.
Oh shit.
So I did a show. She did a show for me, one of the Music and Rainbow shows, and then like she got a project. You guys got a project together. So that's how I heard of you.
Switch off.
Yeah,
Musical chairs right there.
They're all on camera.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
On camera, it don't matter.
I want to sit there.
Yep. So
Yeah,
so,
shout out Jada Imani.
Yeah, that's the folks.
Yeah,
He's in
yeah.
Hawaii right now.
Yep. Yeah, she came to the radio station. She did an interview for me, and then she performed as the headliner on one of the shows.
Okay.
And then she's dope MC.
Yeah, she's a great
Yeah.
artist, especially live. We did like 4 shows back to back for weekends when we first off that project, and she killed it every time.
And then what's the name of that project?
That's called Blend.
Okay.
It's a little EPs, like four whole songs and like 6 track total. Yeah.
And then where you from?
I'm from the city. I was born in New York, and I came to the city when I was 3, and then moved to top of the hill, Daly City, 2 blocks outside the city, and then city. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. And then how long you been in the music?
My sophomore year of high school, I started making beats. So now I'm 23, 24, like 6.5 years, I think.
And then is this something that you when you were in high school, right? You making the beats and you're doing work, and other people looking at you, and they might be like, "Bro, man, just get that shit up." Like, dude, what is you doing, man?
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I think I was a younger kid, and there was older fools who were producing, right?
And then
they were better, so I was like, oh man, like people like them more. So I was discouraged for sure.
So what made you stay consistent and keep going, and then get to this point?
A big part of it has to do with the idea of Old Soul Collective, which is a collective we're a part of separately from Watershed. There's a bunch. We all went to high school together.
Okay.
And I think we were an Old Soul Collective in high school. It wasn't until like our first year of college or some shit. But like being surrounded by people who had the same belief as me, because we made songs in high school, right? And just being motivated by like we looked at Joey Badass as like an idol, young person, blew up. You know what I mean? And that era of like, Complex and just the blog era, like blowing up all these artists, and we were like enamored with it. Like, oh, this is hella sick. We want to do that. We want to live that life. And that was kind of a motivation. Like I said, having the same people around me for years, all dedicated to making music. That's a huge part of it. 4 years later, I'm better, and 3 years later, I'm even better. So to see the progression, it's like I'm not gonna stop, or I stop now. You know what I mean? So.
Yep, that's dope though. Yeah. So is it easy coming from a group of people that you always work with, and then entering another a group of people and working together? How is that? Because sometimes it could be like, you're so used to these persons, and you're so used to what these people could do and how they work and this and that. Maybe you're not giving somebody else the benefit of the doubt, or like, nah, bro, it's hard too. Like, we should really mess with them. So how is that?
You wanna go?
Yeah. I'll take it.
That's a good question.
I'll take it. So just kind of going off of what Baghead here was saying, in high school, us 3, Baghead, Professor Gable, MC Pause, we all like fell in love with hip hop kind of at the same time. Or at least like we always loved it, but in high school really like went deep with that love and the history and the studying of the culture. And I know for me, like I wanted to be a part of the culture. I wanted to like play my part in it. And so when we worked together, it was part of the culture. Like we were making songs, we were making new sounds, new raps, new beats, whatever. And so when it came along, when Watershed came along down the line, like it just kind of like was like,
Here, time out, man. Man, just scoot that thing on the floor, man. Come on, man. Everything is cool. Look, man. Nah, it's all good, man. Look, California Dreaming, man. California's Dreaming live. California's Dreaming Stay Dangerous on YouTube, right? Look, we here, man. Like, share, subscribe. Man, let's go. Time
get
in,
it.
baby.
So
Let's go.
anyways, back to what I was saying. So you know how homie came through the door, Watershed, it was just like an opportunity knocked. But we came together during Mario Woods, like the Justice for Mario Woods Coalition times, and the Watershed was just kind of like I think Gable was saying, like, yeah, we had these meetings, we had like some meetings, and we talked about like what can we do to like, just have some type of voice. Like, we're artists, right? Like, what can we do as artists? Like, do we want to create art? Is that what we're trying to do? And then we're like, yeah. So then we started creating art, and slowly but surely it became something solidified, authentically, organically. It didn't really like, it wasn't like planned, like this is the Watershed, like it just happened. And so that's, for me, it's all organic though, as far as like your question about working with people and like doing it with certain people and then doing it with other people, like just the way that it's happened so far, it's like it doesn't even feel like stressful or like pressing or anything. Like it's just so like fluid and organic and authentic.
That's dope, because I mean that could really be a challenge. Like, everybody has a different voice, and some persons coming from over here, they've been working to get a certain place and go a certain way, their entire life, and then you guys have been doing the same exact thing, and then getting with Equipto, I'm sure there's some like, dude, man, you've been around forever, bro. like, come on, man.
He won't say it. He won't like
But for real, though, how hard is that though? Like, being able to sit to someone with so much experience, and not just being an artist, but being on the road, and then being behind the scenes on projects, and working with other artists that are considered to be, big name persons. Like, I mean, you gotta walk in a room a little different.
Yeah, no, for me, like, I always tell people this. For me, it's like, if I think about like what I wanted as far as like, what was my dream, what I wanted to be when I grew up, and like being a rapper, being an MC, being that dream or whatever, like I'm already living it, feel me? Like, I'm making songs with Equipto, I'm opening up for Zumbi from Zion I, I've done shows with Ghostface and Raekwon, like all through this, and so it's like, I'm good. Like, what we're doing now, like, that's all that matters, is the art, is the music, and the success and the fame and all that whatever stuff that's supposed to come with like being successful at your craft, like whatever, we've already achieved that, I feel like, to a certain extent, and it's just going to keep growing and growing. That's the crazy thing about the Watershed, is just we're so new, and yet this is like something that's been building in a sense.
So do you guys think that work ethic changed when you guys came together? Like more positive or more consistent or hungrier, I mean, you could say?
Yeah, for me, I think Shed came around during a time when that was developing. Like, I was making beats, but the way I treat music as a passion and like a practice is way different than when I first started Shed. And it was through things like the Shed that made me take it more serious, you know what I mean? I think at a certain, like, when I first started with Shed, like a year before that, I wasn't making beats every day. And now I'm still not doing that, but I make sure that I'm on that shit an hour at least a day. You know what I mean? If it's not an hour a day, then I feel shitty about it. You know what I mean? So I think having people around you who are as hungry as you are and who are dedicated as you are makes you more dedicated, and it all kind of comes together. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So anything difference with you, like coming in with working with a group of younger artists, Equipto?
Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? But it's like, I feel like it's kind of like what I'm supposed to be doing in a sense. And man, I really love jazz music, right, and jazz culture, and follow like predecessors and people who came prior and how people learn from each other in a sense, you know, and it was through this type of shit, you know what I mean? It was through generational bridging and like understanding, you know, what really went down sometimes. Some people, you know, you only get an article, you get a blog, but you know, it's not too many of us around that were rapping in the 90s, or let alone, you know, even in hyphy era or whatever it is, you know, like, so I feel it's like I'm obligated to that, and it's genuine too, because like, the Shed is 3 members of this Also collective, so they have this chemistry already, you know, like, and with Monk, I've known Monk since he was a kid, literally, you know, like rapping and running around doing crazy shit, you know, like, and Brycon, you know, brings a whole different element production-wise, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it's just like experimental, and it's like traditional, as far as like being an OG and like just vibing. Like, I'm learning just as much as they're learning from me as well, you know what I mean? Like, I can teach them about certain ropes and certain things that might happen when we're on the road, and you know what I mean? But like studio-wise and getting creative is like, I'm like, you know, take the wheel, you know what I mean? But and just I'll fit in where I can, and I'll have suggestions here and there, whatever. Of course, it's like any other member, but I like just being, just, you know, yeah, I might be older, but I'm just equivalent as everybody. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to the Shed, you know, and what we create and how we come collectively, it's to me, it's like experimental, because like Martine said, it's like it seems new. We've been building it, but it's new as we take it on. So we take on new responsibility, new fans, new type of, you know, new, you know, just new visions. So it's a trip, you know what I mean? Like,
so like speaking of fans, like how has that changed? Like, I mean, cause you know, you mesh with other artists, and you know, you maybe not all of their people come over, but a whole lot of their people come too. So how's that working?
Good.
It's like,
We all have more fans.
Yeah, it's worked out.
Because we rap with Equipto.
Yeah.
they're dope too. That's the whole thing, you know what I mean? Like, for real, like everybody, yeah, there's certain things that I could bring to the table. Like, man, I want you to listen to these dudes, you know, and people be like, oh shit, yo, you fucking with some cool cats, you know what I mean? Like, yes, I could do that, but yeah, they're holding their weight, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, and it's just that's what I feel like. If I could, you know, and I felt like that like my whole career or whatever, rapping, like even with Boris Stiff, to all the people that I've always built with, I always felt like I got more shine than I deserved. You know what I mean? Like I was in great positions and opportunities, right time, right place, and I spit a good rap at a time. They put me in good positions, and I felt like the people that were surrounding me were the people that made me, though. You know what I mean? Like, and they were like dope artists that deserve just as much shine, if not an opportunity to travel and, you know, and stuff like that. So that's what I try to do too. I'm like, okay, Also Collective, I like how they get down. Like I met them, you know, like 6 years ago around, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and they were just babies in the game, you know what I mean? Like, but I knew that they were hungry and they were ready to, you know what I mean, ready to learn, and they were ready on the path of like respect for the culture and keeping it solid and still being city based, you know, like. So to me, that I gravitated towards that as well, just as much as like, because I know sometimes it could be intimidating. They're young, like, oh, you know, they don't want to come to me and be like, what's up, bro? Like, let's cipher or some shit. You know what I mean? I'll do that to them. Like, bro, let me hear y'all rap. Or, you know, it starts like that. You know, like breaking the ice and let them know, like, dude, I'm a regular motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm, you know, and I want to be with y'all. I want to learn with y'all as well. So.
But I think that's what keeps people around, though, understanding it and being humble enough to know that they are regular. I mean, you just, everybody's supposed to be doing something else. Everybody not supposed to be doing the same thing. So you excel at artistry, or, you know, being an MC, a artist, or that's what you're supposed to be doing.
Very true.
You know what I mean? Like, somebody else supposed to be making the films, or someone else is supposed to be, you know, making the shoes and all of that stuff. We might find those things interesting, or like, dang, that's dope. Like, I kind of want to know how to do that, but that don't mean we supposed to go do it, though.
Yeah. And you know, and even like with having that responsibility, like sometimes that responsibility and like that role, it doesn't come with like immediate monetary compensation. You know what I mean? As like he brought up a lot of the jazz musicians. You feel me? like a lot of the jazz musicians are like that are like, you know what I mean, praised now were dead ass broke, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Or and they were unsung, you know what I mean, up until the point like, you know, they passed and shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the same thing. It's like upon taking that role, you can't hold your value within monetary compensation. You know what I'm saying? Because your importance is more than just that. It's like your role to the community. Like, what do you know what I mean? Like,
that's hard, and I mean, in so many different careers or so many different aspects.
Right.
Like the same if you're an artist. Like, you know, like an artist as in painting or sculpting or stuff like that. Like, dude, I ain't getting paid for none of this stuff right now. Like, man, this take a dude. Like, that's the reason I make T-shirts. It's cause the paintings, like, people don't want to pay what you want for a painting. Just like you being dope and you having this dope beat, this dope track, and then you saying, well, this come with the whole crew, and then they like, oh man, I can't really, you know, I was thinking something else. So you like, well, let's just keep this. Let's just do this together, because it's together. At least you understand the value in it. But yeah, you're not getting your full compensation. You're right. Like, exactly. and dude, that's hard. Like it makes you have to work harder. Like you got to work so hard that people can't like turn their head to you. They can't ignore you. Right. Like, dude, it's not easy. I mean, even with this, like, dude, I've been. It's been like a year, a little over a year at the radio station, and then this is, I don't know how many. We're like 15. 16 shows in or something like that with this. Mike is here every day. We got another camera person, Chris K. He be here, but it's just not accepting. Like.
But it's hard to put conversation on something I do for free, right? Like, you would do it for free. So how? Right. So to me, I'm getting over on you every single time. Every single time you pay me, I'm getting over. Right. So if I do something good, you have to pay me, because that's how you made it. That's not how I made it. Because I would do this shit for free. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I always looked at it. So whatever you give me, I'm getting over it, because I'm in my room writing for free right now. Right. So I was like, conversation is what you get for. You know what I'm saying?
But you still look at the other person's doing the same thing that you're doing, and they're getting overcompensated for nowhere near the creativity level. Then you kind of feel some type of way about what's going on.
I know better people.
Huh?
Yeah.
I gotta know different people.
Yeah, I guess it boils down to that. But you know, the thing is just like not really getting caught on what everybody else is doing, but more so, you know what I mean? Like just focus on creating the best thing you can possibly bring to the table. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like from that point, people, you know what I mean? The people will catch on to the energy, you know what I'm saying, if it's genuine, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's why we've been doing as many shows as we can. We got a show tomorrow. I ain't gonna say her name because I might mess it up and then she gonna be mad. So we got a show tomorrow that we gotta record. We try to do like 2 a week or something like that.
Yeah, man, consistency is key, man, you know what I mean? And that's kind of where we at with it too. It's like, you know, just dropping content all the time, you know what I mean? And even after this project that we released, you know what I'm saying, this new album, it's like we, you know, it's just like, okay, if we really have built up, like, damn near almost have, like, the basis of the next project already ready to go, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's just kind of like, you know, just staying on top of, like, all right, what's the next move, you know what I mean? And, you know, exactly, man. So, just consistency, man, you know. What is it? Persistence overcomes resistance, you know what I mean? Especially when it comes to people like resisting your fucking listening to your shit, you know what I mean? And the more they see you, the more dope content they see, you know what I'm saying? Yep. Like the more they feel receptive, the more they're gonna feel receptive to your shit, you know what I'm saying?
How long do you work an album nowadays? Like,
Shit, I mean, you could work an album for as long as you possibly can when you consider touring. You know what I'm saying? Promo runs. You feel me? Like
sometimes songs blow up like 3 years later now.
Yeah.
And they rap because it just streams or some TikTok happens or something like that. You know what I mean?
And that's why I
TikTok
asked,
happens.
right? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it can change in a second.
Yep.
Like if you have 10 songs on the album,
Yeah.
and that's 10 visuals. Like you can work that
Oh, yeah.
forever. Like
right.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
I work with kids, so I don't really know where the mind at. But I'm like, yo, y'all giving away this stuff. Y'all can make movies. Y'all can make nothing but. So you know.
Yeah. There's definitely, you know, ways to monetize that, and that's kind of, you know, what we're doing with with our audio vandals imprint. You know what I'm saying? That's with homie Dregs. You know what I'm saying? And Watershed's on there. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're just trying to like strategize and come with a dope stab at the industry, like on an independent level where it's not like we're not exploiting, you know, the artists, and we're, you know what I mean, just making sure the art is always pushed forward. You feel me? Like
so after I don't know how long it'll be, but after COVID, when everything opens up, you guys think about a tour with everybody?
Yeah, man.
That would be lit.
Crazy, dude. That would be so crazy. I mean, he was on tour when COVID hit, man. So you guys were gonna keep going into the year, right? Like,
yeah, we almost had.
Yeah,
it would have been cool, man. I think when the floodgates open, you know, it's gonna go crazy. As soon as we get allowed to do shit, who knows when it is, but hopefully it'll be. But I mean, some people are like, folks in Arizona have hit me up for like shows, like under shit. They're like, we got a little renegade spot, you can come through. I did a little under one in Oregon with Zumbi like a couple months ago, not even too long ago. Like we went out there.
That's one with True Justice?
Yeah. We went out there on the fluke. E12s was there. You know what I mean? Like Mac Mall was there. It's like a little under-ass show. So they exist. It's just a lot more scarce. But touring and actually having a life, like, I miss that shit. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I want the Shed to, like, experience, really, is the road life. I want the Watershed to be on the road and witness how the life is. I mean, I took Monk and Gable with me one time for a little tour. They was tripping out. It was hilarious. It was hella fun. But you know, like for us to all experience.
Hey, be careful,
you know,
with that
do.
wall.
Okay, I won't.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's cool. Yeah. So what's the main difference between when you guys first came together, the you know, the beginning to now, like the main difference in, I don't know, maybe maybe trust is a lot higher because you do gotta develop a trust. You know, you could go into a relationship with anyone saying, you know, this person hasn't done me wrong, so you know we cool. But as working together as a group, a collective, like you do have to have a certain amount of trust for each person, because at that point they become, you know, your brother, or they always on the side of you.
I used to say shit like that, like with groups and just people, like having trust to bust. You know what I mean? Like, you have trust in this person to bust. You know, like, can he really do his thing? And I think, like, with the Watershed, it's like, it's still in its infant stage in a sense. You know what I mean? Because we started, the first album is Equipto and Brightcon Presents The Watershed. There's like barely any beats by Baghead on it. You know, Monk is not on it too much. You know what I mean? Like, and Monk is not on the album as much and things like that. You know what I mean? Like, so it's growing, but this album is like really, really dope, and it's like a great representation of the Watershed on everybody's level, as far as Baghead's production, Brightcon's production, Monk's production. All of us lyrically, you know, are spread out to it. We don't even have much features on it. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not just like we're doing 16-16 and the hook, and it's like the production is dope. You know, it's like really, really on some other shit. So it's grown to a whole nother level as far as like creatively. And I think, like, man, I look at pictures like, you know, Facebook and bring up memories of certain things, and I was looking like when we first started running, they was like baby. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, they're still kids. I was 23, 24, but I mean, you know, man, they were like 19. This kid couldn't even get in the club. You know, like, couldn't drink. You know what I mean? Like, things like that for me at the time. But I'm 40 at that time, and you know,
all the time.
It's a different world for me. But it's, you know, I seen that progression that he's talking about, right? Like the beat wise and always, you know, like and how he, you know, he challenged himself. And Brycon has a lot, you know, credit to do with that too, like tutoring and mentoring Baghead and Liam as well, because Watershed had started with a different producer as well, Extravic, but he wanted to do his own thing and you know, kind of grow as himself before he joined another collective. You know what I mean? Because he's already part of the Whole Soul Collective. But I think the trust wise, yeah, man, like we did. We've done shows like open up for Ghostface Killer and you know what I mean, Raekwon. That shit we was like a new group still, and it was packed. And Baghead came in backstage like, I'm nervous. I started rolling. I was like, hey, I still get nervous too. Don't trip. This is what it's about, bro. Like, you know. Yeah, it was like packed, and we're like opening. We thought, like, okay, it'll be a few hundred by this time. Like, no, it was packed. And people were there to see us too. You know, people were like, hey, Watershed, it felt good. You know what I mean? Like, so that trust. You know, like I remember that show too. Like looking at each other, like being, you know how it is. You rehearse and seeing who's prepped for what, and seeing Liam and Satch and Brycon on the production wise. Like our shows are on a different level too, in a sense, because it's really live production. Like they're, you know, pressing the beats. Like, you know, they're doing that type of shit while we're rapping, so we're all in a zone in a sense. And I'm like the OG, kind of looking back, you know, like, oh wow, this is kind of working. You know what I mean? And I was like, this chemistry is kind of ill. Like it's some different shit, and it's pressure for them young motherfuckers. Listen, you know what I mean? I was like, this is a crowd for them, and they're doing live shit. They're not just pressing a button like my beat's knocking. You know, like no, they're testing themselves and challenging themselves. Like we weren't doing that shit at 20. You know what I mean? Like we were. Press and play.
But I think that's the difference of social media and YouTube and how like far everything used to be from us, but now you can see everything. Mm-hmm. So if you would have saw a producer from New York or from Houston or from wherever they were, if you would have saw them doing that on stage and doing the live performance, then you would have been like, let me check that out. Like just like if people would have been able to see Dr. Dre or Jam Master Jay like DJ openly, more people would have been influenced by it, and more people would have been like, man, I want to get some turntables too, or how could I learn how to do that? Because like now, even if you're DJing and on controllers, like people are still like doing things that people didn't do back then. And then with like seamless cuts and all of this stuff, things change, but everyone being able to see what everybody is doing, you could just like pull like stuff from everywhere now. And so now the most innovative thing that someone does is not so far away from you.
True.
So like that's dope that you implement the live everything live in the show, because like just it's part of a performance. It makes everything better, especially if you're going to the show to actually see the group and to see the performer and to see the producer or the person. Dude, I love this section of the song. I can't wait to see him live. Right. Like, dude, that's hard.
Yeah. I think like my bad. I was just gonna say like Andre 3000 said something dope about like, oh, our music don't look like that, so I had to dress different. You know what I mean? Like with our music, if you hear like the production Bag and Brycon and Monk, like we just dropped the lyrics to keep it real. You know what I mean? Like me, Martine, me, Pause, and Gable pretty much and did our job, but they went in on the production after we did. You know, like all the mixing and interludes and all. It's just like incredible. You know what I mean? Like so it's just like on a different level. You know what I mean? Production wise.
You know, I was gonna say just like what you're talking about the live shit. I think that kind of goes back to the comfortability and confidence part. You know what I mean? Like, there was a point where we would have OSK meetings, also collective meetings, and he was like, Gabe was like, you want to do a live beat set? And I was like, nah. So I don't know how, like, fuck that, I'm not ready. I was hella nervous and shit. And over time, I was like, I need to, like, push myself to do shit that I'm not comfortable with, right?
It makes you rehearse.
Like, going to shows and just meet people, like, oh, I'm back here, you know what I mean? And that kind of is what Watershed represents, you know, like, we're all individuals in our own right, and, like, being around each other and pushing each other to be comfortable. Like, you know, like, these verses aren't, like, simple. It's about people's lives and how they feel about themselves and the people around them and their walks of life, right? And like the production, that's the best way I know how to, you know, communicate how I feel about the world, right? And so being in the studio with these artists and like really expressing ourselves and getting comfortable with each other, right? Like, that's the 5-year growth. Like at first, I wasn't comfortable around E. I was like, this is quick. Oh gosh, I had, and just becoming more myself, right? More who I am. I think all of us in this last 5 years and that's life, right? Become more who you are, more confident in that, and your skills come with that. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what you're seeing now. You know, and that's what Don't Forget Your Welcome is. You know, it's like the culmination of these 5 years of growth. You know.
Like he's obviously in the group with me, but I had to show him tough love too, especially Satch. I don't know. He's like my little nephew brother. Like I was like, yeah, that's dope. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, but nah, I mean, the dude is, you know, he's on another level. He's on a path right now. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm proud to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a seasoned whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, damn, I'm peeping the growth of this shit. You know, like, it's becoming doper and doper.
And
something to say about that? Let me roll up right there. High ass Gabe up.
That's good.
Nothing much. So how are things for you?
Things for me are great, man. So
what happened to your foot, bro?
I was at DP with Satchel actually, Baghead, and he caused an aversion of focus.
Okay.
But it wasn't his fault. I was the one who was averted. You know?
Okay.
So I'm walking backwards. And there's this dude lying. I'm like walking backwards and I'm kind of dancing too because I got the speaker and I'm hella drunk. You know what I mean? And it's muddy. So there's this dude lying down. I don't see him. I'm walking backwards like this and I trip and my foot's broken.
Why is bro lying down though?
I don't know. We were at DP. You know, people lie down. He was in the mud, yeah. He was like he looked like he was on an important ass call because he didn't move at all. At first, I didn't know my foot was broken, so I was like, my bad to the dude. And he was like, no, it's good. He's like on an important ass call, like talking hella seriously. Didn't even look at me at all. But yeah, my foot was broken. I didn't know till the next day.
Oh my god.
That was drunk.
Exactly.
How long is that? How long has it been?
It's been like 2 months. It's a lot better now. It's still broken, but I'm moving on it. You know.
Where you get the shoe from?
Kaiser Permanente. I was on the boot till like about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I got the old lady shoe, but it actually helps a lot with the broken foot.
When he first fell, I thought he was fine. I was like, oh, he just hurt himself or whatever. And then
I did too,
later,
honestly.
I saw his shoe off and he was still down. That's why I actually fucked up. And I went over to help him out.
Oh, you didn't walk home?
Nah, I got kind of carried into a car, low key, and then driven. Him and Charisma. Nah, we didn't go to the hospital. We just got like some food and went home.
Yeah, that's what I would have did.
Yeah, we got some food.
I would have just thought I twisted my ankle or something.
Yeah, it is. No, I broke my metatarsal.
I broke my shit twice. That's how I know I broke my shit.
Yeah, so you already know.
Yeah, that's why I know. That's why it had to be that.
Yeah.
And you like twist, like.
Yeah, it was like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did mine playing football.
I actually broke 3 bones.
Yeah, that's no
that
fun.
means you weighed more than me.
No, I weigh a lot. That was what I realized too that day. I was like, damn, I need to work out, bro.
He's a vegan meal. Right? A lot of organization.
I spend so much time hating on vegan meals. I just need to veganize, you know.
Just fast more. Don't eat the vegan.
Don't eat the vegan
so much.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Why not eat the vegan?
No, vegan.
That's just made up like
Vegan like the groceries.
Eat the vegan like groceries.
You just gotta eat the natural stuff.
more processed.
Yeah, just eat the stuff that don't say pre-prepared.
Yeah.
Just fast.
Don't eat the stuff that's made to taste like the other stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yep, so what's up? So how has the group changed you as an MC and lyrically?
Yeah, I mean, definitely just, you know, a lot of like stepping up to the plate, you know? Just like before Watershed, like Bri and E, I was kind of just rapping about whatever. And I still do that, but a little better. You know what I mean? Like they would have me actually like, I know this is going to be, this song is about this. You got to rap about this the whole time. You know, shit like that kind of, they didn't say it like that, but that's what I was computing at the time. You know what I mean? So it was just, that was definitely like a challenge for me that like definitely made me way better in the Watershed songs and in my own solo shit too. So, you know, just a lot of like different kind of instances of that in the studio and just on the road, just challenging myself to always do better and get better.
Force growth. That's a good thing though.
Yeah.
That helps everybody around you too, because a lot of times somebody be looking at you and everybody could see when someone is developing and someone is getting better, or they be kicking. Okay, you hear how he came on that one? Maybe hitting each other.
Yeah, definitely. Nah, like I hate listening to my old shit because I'm way better than I used to be. You know,
but that's good though. You tell the difference. You know, that's growth. That's with everything.
I gotta start dropping music like right away though, because I get, you know what I mean, that happens kind of fast or something. You know what I mean, or I just get better fast. You know what I mean?
Well, I think it's not necessarily just getting better faster,
right.
but you did this, so it's kind of like, well, let's see if I could do this, or let's just push a little harder to get this out.
Exactly.
So it's not necessarily better. It's just when you try unfamiliar stuff and you know accomplish it, or you do a good job at it, like it make you feel better. You just gain more confidence.
Exactly.
And then like with the performing live, through like rehearsing. So I went on tour with Chanel from Young Money. And like her live show is like on, like she rehearse. So that makes your show 100% better, even in your verses in the booth.
Right.
Like being confident and actually remembering the verse and not just reading it off the phone. Like it comes out. You could do all kind of stuff with your verse if you remember it. Like, but if you're just reading it, then you know you gotta read what it says.
Right.
So for the producers, how much production, how much of you making a new a track is listening to the other guys already on it?
No, what do you mean?
So if I know how you spit, and I know how you come, and I know how this person comes, does that take any influence in the development of the track?
Beat, I could hear a sample and I'm like, oh, this is a Watershed sample. You know what I mean? Like, and then I'm already making the drums, like, you know what I mean? And I'm probably gonna try to email it to him and see, you know what I mean? And see what's up. Or in the session I'll play it or something like that. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely making beats with like. Cause you hear vocals, everybody's voice is an instrument, and you could hear how their vocals will be presented on that, and you're like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you build it around like how you think somebody would approach that vocally. You know what I mean? So, I definitely all the time.
Okay, that's fresh. And what's up with the camera guy, man? What's your name? What's up?
Hey, what's up, man? Frisco Lens, man. Hey, okay. Right off for letting me be on space.
Oh yeah.
He's Watershed.
I was about to say he's like our extra member of the shed.
So do you do a lot of videos, like music videos or
videos, photography? I've gone with them where they perform at least around the Bay and stuff, different shows, documenting while they're recording songs in the studio, and then I'll probably get your handle too, so I can
So for you, how's when you first started hanging out with them, like is it different? Like do you see a big difference in how the interaction is together? Because you watching hella film.
They definitely everyone's an individual in the crew. Let's give them that. They all have their own lane. They all have their own wiggle. And then to be part of something like bigger, it's I see humbleness in that in each individual to be like, all right, I'm gonna invest into this group. Like you were saying, we're not gonna get as much out of it because it's a group thing, and all that. But for the culture, for the art, they for sure they doing it. They keeping it very, I could say city, but also like Bay Area. They work with other artists. Definitely a lot. And before the COVID, the underground scene, like. You may not know about like mainstream, but when you actually go into the clubs and the places that performers are had, they all know each other. There's other artists too that they know, so it's been pretty dope, man. They definitely have trust. They have bonds. They have their own one-on-ones or group sessions. It's never like It ain't perfect, bro, but it's all love for sure. It's always gonna be love. I ain't never felt no hostility or negative energy.
That's dope, man.
With them, so it's been dope.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's been good to have him around. 'Cause he documents a lot of, you know, the lowrider culture, and he also documents a lot of the like protests and things that are going on in the city, you know, for a minute. Right. And that's kind of like how the Watershed kind of cultivated in a sense through that resistance of Mario Woods and us trying to get involved and find a way we could, you know, kind of implement that, you know, element into the culture, into the music. But yeah, it's like, you know, dudes is growing crazy. You know what I mean? Like, and that's like when. That's why I want him to go on tour, because I mean these dudes is on stage with like Zumbi, you know, Zion I and Deuce Clear, like freestyling, you know, like jam session on stage, you know, like that's like a class, you know, they're going through class, the institution, it's the academy of hip hop, and like, you know, and like the protocol, the code of ethics that you are supposed to go through. You don't jump no steps. You're not supposed to go, you know, like, so the route that they're going is like totally like genuine and real and coming from, you know, a good place. So I think like. And it shows through the music. It's showing through our chemistry.
Nice. So, when's the project come out again?
January 1st.
And then what's the name of it?
Don't Forget You're Welcome.
Don't Forget You're Welcome. January 1st. We can pick it up where they can check it out.
Everywhere with music stuff.
Everywhere, wherever the music at.
And then there'll be tapes and CDs too.
Yeah, we're gonna have physicals.
Okay.
Yeah, all the
sign ones.
That's
You're gonna
fresh,
hold
that's
it in
fresh.
your hand.
So is a tape an actual tape? Like
Yep.
tape. That's fresh. That's fresh.
Vinyls.
We got videos coming too. We got like some videos where we got a good little promotional lineup.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm
There's a
very
video
proud.
on Friday
Yeah.
from the year before.
Okay. Nice. So look, we gotta say this, man. Like, share, subscribe. Look, California's Dreaming Stay Dangerous on YouTube. California Dreaming Live, right? So how many times you think you sat on that couch?
This one?
Yeah, E.
I'm not sure.
That's the couch from the shop, from the barber shop on Mission Street.
Wow.
What? Oh wow.
I sat on this couch for sure.
Yeah, I was about to say, I probably been on this couch.
So yeah, so Sandra, she used to work at the shop with us for a while.
That's right.
And
That's right, yeah. My sister.
yeah, dude, she helped us out a lot, man.
Yeah,
like a whole lot.
Yeah, I remember that era, man. Yeah.
Yep, and then that's how I met Monk at the studio.
What?
Yep.
On the couch.
Yeah, no, not on that couch. but it was a cheap black couch in the studio. It was hella cheap. Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
IKEA couches.
I think Monk was in school. You was in school, right?
Yeah, I was at City at the moment. I was studying audio shit.
Yeah. So from then, I don't know, what's that like? What year is this? This 20? That was like 13 maybe?
15, 16.
Nah.
Oh, he said month.
For
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
About like 2013.
Yep. So from 2013 to like right now, how has your outlook on what's happening changed?
Immensely, man. I feel like it's crazy. Back then, it's like it's just even like the way I approach creatively. You know what I mean? Like it's different even from back then. Oh, yeah. It's like I approach like different now creatively. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know, back then it was just like from like a green perspective. You know what I mean? Like you're just like kind of like blank. It's this blank sheet. You know what I mean? And then eventually you just keep adding all the different colors, you know what I'm saying? But now it's like I have all the, you know what I mean? I have like this mix of all this paint now, you know what I mean? Shit that I could just use to kind of like, you know, just be more creative and do better things now. So now it's like with going to City College, bro, like that shit like up my game on my production, mixing, you know what I'm saying? Like the thing is dope. The dope thing about producing is like you could be a producer, but like you could be a beat maker, but
You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between being a producer, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying, and being able to like, you know, take the music or take the basics of like something and bring it to like that next level. You know what I mean? Like, and that's kind of like, I guess, what City College taught me. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? And how to do that. You know what I mean? Like, and how to kind of elevate like a sound. You know what I mean? And bring it and turn it to a production. You know what I mean? So, but that's definitely kind of where I'm like, and that's like what we did with the Shed. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like we all kind of came to the table with this like this basic, like, you know what I mean, the basics like of a beat. You know what I mean? And then from there, it's like, all right, let's get the lyrics on there. You feel me? Let's build songs on it. And then from there, we do post production. You know what I'm saying? And then we just like, okay, let's try to make these into like songs and like, you know what I mean, like album. You like create a soundscape to the album. You know what I mean? And that's kind of.
Okay, so all right, so being from San Francisco, from the city, and growing up, you know, in the Bay Area, do you guys feel that has a huge influence on what comes out now? Like on the actual music and the actual production part of it, or is it like a lot of influences from other parts of the country, or is like this the main influence? Like this is what come out.
Yeah, we just kind of vibe, man. Whatever comes out. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean?
We listen to hella shit.
Yeah, we all listen to different shit. You know what I'm saying? There's 6 individuals. We all listen to different shit, and then really when we come together, it's just the mesh of all these different fucking styles, bro. Which is the dopest part, because we all play a dope ass like, and add like a significant like.
It's a team, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Exactly, man.
Yeah, it's a team.
Yeah, man. It's dope, man. You know what I mean? Like, especially like we got this album, and then the new shit we've been working on is like, you could tell we got to sink in. Like, it's like we're hella synced in when we make the music now. You know what I mean? And it's just sounded better and better. You know what I mean? So like, I'm hella excited to just keep working and just keep. Hopefully, shit opens up, man. Like, we get on this
hopefully.
road. We could beat this. You know what I mean? Flatten the curve. You know what I'm saying? And get back to, you know. To spreading this good energy, man. You know what I mean?
To kind of go off the question, though, I think about San Francisco and places and different things, and being a mesh, I think it is important that what comes out of San Francisco at these timelines, because there's historians, there's scholars that always look into shit, right, and timelines that are very important, and people that, you know, look into certain regions and what type of political climate might have been going on at that time. In 2020, 2019, all the 5 years that have been going on in San Francisco, it's been the blueprint to you know, displacement, to gentrification, to settler colonialism, straight up, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like what we represent in San Francisco is very important. Like, when people look back, what I feel like, when like scholars and certain people that really care about what was going on and the culture, the art of it, and people that look into that, as far as even the murals and, you know, poetry, the dances and things like that, Watershed will represent that, you know, what was going on during that era, musically, sonically, you know, lyrically as well, you know what I'm saying? So I think, like, people will look at, like, well, because I do that now, like, in the 70s, what was going on in Detroit? Okay, well, oh, there was this thing, there was this thing too, though. Okay, there was the popular shit, but what was really going on? You know what I mean?
Match up.
So people will see, like, you know, a lot of shit, like, they'll see what the popular artists in San Francisco are doing, but that always trickles down if you really do your research. How do them popular artists get on? Who do they fuck with? Okay, it trickles down. Who are they fucking with? Who are they fucking with now? You know what I mean? Like, to me, that shit is important, because that's like the same thing. Your predecessors and jazz history and all that is really important, of how people, you know, learned each other's style and culture, you know, and to carry that on and preserve it through your predecessors, and who kind of, like, you know what I mean, keep the culture alive. Because Watershed represents boom bap shit. Keep it real. It's a mesh, definitely, but the foundation of it is keeping it real. Like, these kids listen to Dilla, you know what I mean? They grew up listening to Dilla as kids. As far as I was in the underground industry or whatever when Dilla was doing it, you know what I mean? So to me, it's like impressive as hell. Because like we were talking earlier, by the time I was doing my shit in '94, they were born.
Yeah.
They were born, just born. You know what I mean? Like,
96.
so it's impressive when I see that, like, oh, they fuck with the Slum Village, they listen, you know what I mean? Like, So it's my, you know, I was like, okay, well, listen to this too, you know, boom, boom. Like Satchel hit me like, give me an album to listen to, you know, like, so I could do that type of, you know, play my part in that. And that's gonna like kind of reflect in the Watershed. It's gonna reflect on the time and kind of reflect in our region, you know. Like San Francisco was about this shit too, not just this.
Yeah, that's dope, man. So anything anybody want to say?
Yeah, I'm gonna go off what you was talking about. I think the biggest, there's a lot of shit, right? But I think the biggest themes of this album and the Shed are like gentrification in response to like societal ills. And I think that album does a good job of exposing what's happening right here in the city. But it does it in a way that it connects to the entire world, right? So it's like it's a perspective of struggle and pain and hurt and dedication to human life and human happiness, right, in the city. But it does it in a way that anyone who listens to this album can connect and connect to their issues in their home, you know, their community. And I'm really proud of this album that went on it.
Oh yeah, man.
Second.
You wrapped that up pretty well.
Yeah.
You did Eat Like a Player? You did Eat Like a Player?
Pardon?
You did the song Eat Like a Player? That wasn't you?
Nah, that was.
I thought it was you. It was a song back in the day. I got my partner, Nolte, the homie Nolte. Me and Milan beats me.
Yeah, that's
Purple
the
Team.
homie.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's my
Purple
boy.
Team.
Yeah.
So he's our DJ, right? So Purple
Oh
Team.
no, I mean
Monk
that's Monk
Mandingo.
Mandingo.
Yeah, okay.
I'm Monk HTS.
Yeah, okay. So I didn't
He's like a
know.
player,
I
though.
was
He's
like,
like a player.
yeah.
Yeah.
We all
He's like, I should have made that song.
He
Yeah.
said I should have.
It was like, I was like,
That's my Brody though. He's cool though. He's good.
yeah, I never met him. I just my partner Nolte, he always played that song. Like, he always was playing that song. And I was like, only Monk I ever heard was.
He like a player. Yeah.
Creative guy.
10 flights.
To the flights. Definitely eat like a player.
All right, well, that clears that up.
All right,
I was
so
like, I don't know.
so let's so IG social.
At Monk HTS. At Watershed 415.
The Watershed 415.
The Watershed 415. Excuse me.
At Professor Gable, Gabel.
At Equipto _415.
At MC Pause with a Z.
And baghead.osk.
Come on, camera
Oh,
man.
at Frisco _lens, LENS, like a camera lens.
Neighborhood Visions.
Yeah, neighborhoods.
Neighborhoods Visions.
Multiple, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm WasupwitE, man. WasupwitE. Any artists want to get down, any artists want to come on the show, email me, wasupwitE@yahoo, or on IG or whatever the case is, man. I want to thank you guys for coming. Like really,
Thank you for
really,
having us.
man. Thank you
Yeah,
guys for
having us.
coming.
Appreciate you.
Great vibe, man.
I've been like I always pay attention to Monk. Like ever since we first met, and then Baghead since I did the stuff with Jade Imani. I was like, so when you look at younger persons, because like I'm a lot older than you are. So when you look at younger persons and you look like, man, like these dude, they really like cranking. Like you look at the views or you look at the social media response and the IG response, and it's like, man, like these artists, and it's a group of you guys. I'll put like Stunning Man 02 like in the same category, and then it just goes like these artists are really like getting attention, and then it's everyone's working together. So like even that's even doper. Like I think I went to a show at a cannabis club in Oakland, across from the 7th Street bar station.
Yeah.
And then that's how I met Jada. I think Stunning Man was performing. And then I met like Ashley Art, the person that made this vinyl record. Like she like this jewelry stuff. Like all these people came from the same show.
I was at that show. I think
Okay,
I saw that.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And those
This
are
thing,
all.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys can have one of those or whatever.
wow.
Those are all paintings that I did.
Oh, this is fresh.
These are dope, bro.
Yeah, but I think that's like dope, and it's extremely good for what's coming next for the young persons that are leading the way to continue to work together, because it shows everybody else something else. Like I don't think it was the same like unity factor 10, 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Between, especially between culture. Like now, like I don't know what, it's hella different people in the room right now.
That's
like,
the significant shit about the Watershed, man, is that like we got E, who's like, you know what I mean? He's been here since the, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like.
Let's talk
He's been on that all generations of hip hop through San Francisco.
I remember seeing E with fedoras and perm. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on.
You are older than you.
On the track with Dre Dog. Yeah, man. Like, I think that's dope. Everybody works together and everybody is showing a form of unity, and it's like we want you to be as successful just like I want myself to be as successful. Like, and I think that's the biggest difference in today, with hip hop, I would say, and to like Bay Area hip hop or we could say R&B, just Bay Area culture. I would say more people are willing to stand next to each other than they were before.
Definitely, man. And I feel like I do feel like this, like, gentrification has brought that on, where it's like we're so scarce out here, bro. Like, we gotta help uplift each other, bro. Our culture is like a dying culture. You feel me? Like, we all gotta like help push this movement forward, because otherwise this shit is just gonna happen, bro. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like a bunch of gentrified baby kids, you know what I mean? All the businesses that, like, you know what I mean? That just like, you know what I mean? Like, so we gotta push this movement and culture forward for Frisco, you know what I mean? That's ultimately what, you know what I mean? It's always on the forefront.
Yep, and that's why this show is here, man. California dreaming, man. Cause we stay dreaming, we California dreaming, dude. Like the show is here for the artists. Small business persons, like whoever want to come on, man, like as long as you dope, like it's good. Like just be dope. That's it, man.
Have some good conversation.
Yup.
You gotta be dope.
You gotta be dope, man.
You know, be dope, authentic.
Yep, be yourself, man. Be dope, man. Yep.
Much love, though, E, man.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank y'all for coming.
Thank you.
Yep, I hella, man. Way appreciate it. Hella appreciate it. I know I live hella far from everybody else.
Man, I'm coming right in the way, man. I went down to the O because I thought y'all was over there. Yeah. And I was like, oh, man. Damn.
At least y'all got some nice stuff to look at.
Hey, we got cool little adventure.
Shit,
no,
man.
It's all worth it.
Definitely. This place is dope, man.
Oh, yeah, right on.
You be doing music videos in here and shit?
Nah,
I didn't used to do a music video.
Yeah.
I didn't used to do nothing in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would, but I didn't used to do nothing. I just used to cut hair in here. This is my barber station. And then I was at the radio station every day, like twice a week, Mondays and Wednesdays. And then some stuff happened. And I was like, man, I ain't coming back here, man. Yeah. Yeah, like
we was over there with Quinn. It was
that day. When Keys came back, I was like, man, y'all niggas tripping.
Oh, you came back, yeah?
Nah.